talk about what happened. We're going to talk about what the government said, and we're going to talk about the way I feel that jury has failed us. I feel like the jury failed us. I feel like we stepped back 20 years. I feel like they sent a message about what they care about. Celebrity, money, power, influence, flunkies. I feel like this is a travesty.
And this is another reason why a lot of people say that men can compartmentalize their feelings from the truth. So we take our feelings aside. If we feel a certain way about something, if we agree, or like say, for example, that someone's my homie or I want that person to do good, but at the same time they messed up and did something wrong, I can compartmentalize and take away and say, okay, yes, this is my homie, but he fucked up and he needs to be corrected about this. So I need to have a conversation. With women, it's a lot harder for them to do that. And I think they really never understand what men are truly talking about when we say we can compartmentalize stuff. That is really what it is. Think of it as you, well, wow, for women, epiphany, mind blown. Think about it for women as you having to check you. What's going on, gang? This is your boy Say One's History. You are tuned in to the male's perspective. Yes, you are. I don't know how you ended up here, but you got here. So, with that being said, you might as well stay a while. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be updated for all cool new content that's coming out. We got some good clips for y'all today. We really do. Now, I'm not just saying that just because it's my show. Nothing like that. So, y'all stick around. We gonna do what it do. All right, you guys. So as everybody knows, Sean Combs, Puffy, the P Diddler, he's basically skated away with the racketeering charges or whatever not. So and ever since I've been watching all of the updates on it, this particular woman is the one that I've been watching the most. And it was just interesting because you can tell she clearly wanted it to go a certain way. And I'm like, I don't really care. I'm either or on this. I think it was a horrible thing that he did to Cassie. I don't think he should have got away with it at all. In that same token, Cassie is not innocent either. She is not innocent by any way, shape, or form. But I don't feel like he should have got life. I don't feel like he should have got life, and he didn't. I do think, and this is what everybody is telling me, I even got a bet going on right now, but everybody's telling me, oh, he's going to get time served. Look, I'm sure they're going to include the time he's already been in jail. But here's the deal. I'm sure I would almost bet my left pinky toe on it. He's going to get some kind of time. I think that's why the judge didn't let him post bail. Honestly, the judge is basically saying, in my opinion, look, check this out. You ain't going nowhere because you ain't going nowhere. Like, here's what we're going to do. It's not going to be the time that you could have got, but I'm going to hit you with a year additional or 2 years or something and let your lawyers or, you guys work out something with the DA so you only be up in here for like a year and 6 months or just 6 months. I really think he's still going to get a little bit of time, y'all. I really do. And the reason I feel that way is because we don't skate scot-free. We just don't. Millionaire, trillionaire, billionaire, we still a brownionaire.
Talk about what happened. We're going to talk about what the government said, and we're going to talk about the way I feel that jury has failed us. I feel like the jury failed us. I feel like we stepped back 20 years. I feel like they sent a message about what they care about: celebrity, money, power, influence, flunkies. I feel like this is a travesty, okay? I know that there are a lot of Diddy supporters that are celebrating, but they're not even celebrating for Diddy. They're celebrating that wealth, that depravity, that violence could live another day. They're celebrating that they're idle, that in their beds while they sit there and wonder why their lives turned out, that they're idle, someone they hope for, they aspire.
Okay, I want to let Anton speak, but it shouts out to Anton in his channel. He's doing the damn thing. Shouts out to that brother. Um, but I gotta give my opinion on this one because this is crazy to me. Okay, she is so caught up. She is so caught up over this whole situation about P Diddy. You can literally see that she is in her emotions about this whole situation. And, men are kind of like, they've been saying this whole time, look, he's a horrible person. He's done horrible things. Okay. But this is not a racketeering case. This is a domestic violence case. Do people go to jail for domestic violence cases? Yes, they do. But they don't go to jail for life for domestic violence cases. And this is another reason why a lot of people say that men can compartmentalize their feelings from the truth. So we take our feelings aside. If we feel a certain way about something, if we agree, or like say, for example, that someone's my homie, or I want that person to do good, but at the same time they messed up and did something wrong, I can compartmentalize and take away and say, okay, yes, this is my homie, but he fucked up and he needs to be corrected about this. So I need to have a conversation. With women, it's a lot harder for them to do that. And I think they really never understand what men are truly talking about when we say we can compartmentalize stuff. That is really what it is. Think of it as you, well, wow, for women, epiphany, mind blown. Think about it for women as you having to check you. All right. Look, okay, so this is obviously, just satire. This is something, of course, that they made up. But coming from a reality perspective, sometimes that's how men be feeling. Like here, I'm taking this food, I'm taking this, I'm taking that, I'm taking this weed. Gotcha. I'm taking everything. But it's funny because I was watching this previous video and it was this woman and I think she was skating or something like that. And she said, I'm gonna have a moment where I'm gonna pay it forward. And you know how you go to the booth and you can buy popcorn or whatever? That's where they were. So just to give you insight. So she said she's gonna pay it forward and it happened to be a man in front. So she paid for the man's popcorn. I think it was like $12 or whatever. And he was like, thank you. And he walked off and that was that. She paid it forward. And he was really happy too. He was like, wow, thank you. I appreciate it. But as she's skating around the skating ring, she actually goes and she sees that the man is with a woman. He's already with the woman. So whether or not this woman wanted to talk to him or not, that's not what we're saying. But she goes on to say, now I know how men feel. Now I get it. Because I feel like I should get some kind of reciprocity for my $12 that I spent on this man when he's with another woman. She said, I totally get it. I'm not accepting no more dates from men. No more dates if I'm not serious. And my problem with this whole situation is you tripping over freaking $12. You know how much we lost? You know how long we had to struggle? Thousands of dollars we could have gotten back that we could have just saved. We could have just saved, bro. Every man has dealt with this. But I'm glad you understand what it feels like and what a man goes through. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so this is one of those situations where, I just got to say, I love my baby mama. I love my baby because you'll see why I say that in a minute. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all, this is one chick, if you ever marry her, you better do what she wants, bro. She ain't out here playing any games. Look what happens when homeboy tries to get up right here. He sees that homegirl ain't playing around, so he does the wise thing and goes back to bed. You definitely don't want to piss her off.
Yo, look, look. If you guys know, my wife is Filipino, okay? This hits home for me. Like, I'm obviously not going to do anything, to piss my wife off, of course. But at the same time, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, shit, I better be cool. All right, what we got here, but of course, some ratchets, out doing their thug thizzle. So, whew, y'all, let's get into it. Fight. Hold on, wait a minute. He said round one, fight. I'm gonna rewind that back. Round two, fight. Oh, round two. Ooh. Wow. You look like I'm drunk as fuck. Shut your dumb ass up, bro.
Damn, this out here bugging.
Oh yeah, oh she like the shoe. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa. I didn't see that part last night.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna pause it there, you guys. So this is why men are so cautious about pause. About the woman they mess with. Because like y'all always be trying to be like real nice, real sweet, but under there we can see what is really hidden for, like a lot of times. And we just like, yeah, you nice, I'm cool. And this is especially for them like older men. We just don't we're not we don't have that energy anymore. You guys. That's really why you don't have access to a lot of the men. Is because the stuff that we used to go through with women, we look at now as just non-tolerable. And we really don't care how good you look. We're looking at it from a perspective like we just can't deal with that. We can't deal with that. And I'm not saying that there's a lot of women out there for this particular scenario, but what I am saying is that those women out there, you guys know who you are. There are some women out there, bro, where they are just hoodest of hood of hook. And you just like, I will not disturb my peace for you ever. Yo, rest in peace to the Godfather Kevin Samuels, man. Really. Let's go. Let's go.
Did you break it off or did he break it off?
Yeah,
Who left?
broke it off.
You broke it off with him. Why?
I thought I could do better.
Exactly. 4 years.
Yes, sir.
And you thought you could do better. Why?
I did. I thought I
Why?
could do better.
What did he?
No, I'm copying to that.
But
I
what
did.
did he?
I thought I
Okay,
could
but
do
what
better.
did he do for a living?
He was a regional director for a fast food company.
A regional director for a fast food. A regional manager or a regional director?
Director.
You know what? Hold on. I got to check this out. You guys, hang on a second with me. I want to look this up and I want to see how much a regional director of a fast food restaurant makes. Yo. So, a regional director. Okay, I get it now. So it says a regional manager in a fast food restaurant typically earns between $65,100 a year and $87,300 annually. It goes in California with top earners reaching $107,000. $107,000, you guys. You said you want the six-figure man, right? I'm done. I'm done. I'm. There's nothing else for me to review on this video. All right, we're going to wrap it up, you guys. I really appreciate you sticking with us through the whole show. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, man. Like I said before in the beginning, leave them comments, you guys. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be updated for all cool new content. I appreciate y'all sticking with us, and we are out of here. Peace. Deuces. I really appreciate you guys for watching the video all the way through. But if you can do me a little itty bitty favor and hit that subscribe button, it would really help if you hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Appreciate it.